Thanks, Flip. You guys, before I start this massacre that I put together, I think we should do any questions that you might have for Flip, because otherwise at the end you're going to be thinking, okay, I wanted to ask Flip a question and now I forgot what it was, or I think I should be polite and try and connect what these two guys are saying, when that's really not possible. And I don't want to, I mean, we spent all weekend going, how are we going to, we're fucked. So if you guys want to ask Flip some questions, shout them out and I'll repeat your questions and then Flip will answer. Are you okay with that? Yeah, this is well rehearsed, can you tell?
You said the whales were loud.
Yes.
Can you tell me why they're loud?
Why are they loud?
Humpback whales sing, and they project. They want to be loud because they want to get the word out to other whales for some reason. And so you can hear humpback's song, probably the high note's probably 12 miles away, so they're loud because they're projecting to other whales.
Anyone else? Anyone? Yes.
So that February in Hawaii, what travel is like?
Whale Trust, I'll have a bunch of cards out by the front when you guys come out, but you can look at flipnicklin.com or whaletrust.org, or just look up Flip Nicklin and it'll come up and we'll get you. Whale Trust is the nonprofit that does the whole thing. It's easy to find out, and if you get in touch with us, we'll get back to you.
Are humpbacks the only ones that sing?
We used to think that humpbacks were, the question is, are humpbacks the only ones that sing? We used to think they had the most intriguing, most complicated song, and then we got a note from some people looking in off of Russia in the winter, and there was a song they couldn't identify. They came to Jim, and it was really interesting, and we heard it out to be bowhead whales, the ones that they hunt in Alaska, and it was more complex, and actually humpback bowhead whales can sing 2 songs at once. But humpback whales winter in Hawaii, bowheads winter in the ice pack off of Russia, so we know more about humpbacks so far.
Which is why I wrote a book about guys who study humpbacks and not other whales. So, way in the back.
So you said certain humpbacks were friendly. Were most of them friendly, or do you encounter some that are not friendly?
Are most of them friendly, or some not friendly?
Yeah, if I go out for 100 days, I get 4 hours of really good stuff. There are friendly whales out there because there are more whales all the time. Whales come to Hawaii, they're moving all the time. So maybe 12,000 whales come to Hawaii, but there may not be more than 300 in front of town at one time. And there's always a friendly whale around. You may not be the one you're around. We go out, we find a whale that's doing the stuff we're looking for, a singer, a long diving female, and stay with them. Whether that turns out to be a friendly animal, an animal that will tolerate us, or an animal that doesn't want anything to do with us, is the individual animal we're working with. Once in a while it all comes together. But again, if I go out 100 days, I get 4 good hours.
Anyone? Yeah, sure.
Is anyone starting to do any research now on the effects of Fukushima's radiation?
Fukushima radiation, is there anybody doing
Too early for me to know anything. John?
Too early.
No, we don't know yet.
Sure, Susan.
You mentioned swimming with the resident orcas. Did you also swim with the transient ones, and was the experience different?
The question was, would I swim with transients, the marine mammal eaters? And probably. I mean, I've seen guys in the water when they're eating minkies on the bottom, and they're pretty conservative. They're probably eating what they're out to eat, and unless you were giving them a hard time, I can't imagine they don't make mistakes. They're really bright. Doesn't mean they wouldn't hurt you, but it would be not because they think you're food.
Yeah, Bob Pittman jumped in the water with them right off of here when they were attacking some sperm whales, and it sounded to me like, are you out of your mind? And Bob was just, I needed pictures of that. He's that way. Any other questions? Anybody?
I do.
Anyone? Sure.
How is your health?
How is your health, other than your hearing?
My hearing? What was
No, how is your health?
Pretty good, I hope. But my hearing's gone to heck. I sort of feel sorry for people that can hear. It means they've led very quiet lives. That's probably good.
I'm surprised. Do we have anybody? We'll do it again. If you think of something while I'm talking, and believe me, you'll be thinking of things. Then we'll bring Flip back. So yes, sure. Do you have any contact with Watson the sea shepherd?
I don't. I'm sort of a fan of anything that gets you excited about knowing more about whales. But I'd say the Hollywood stuff and the TV stuff, you have to realize there's a certain dramatization of any reality type show, and that's a good starting point. But you should look into it beyond just what's there.
Thanks, Flip. We'll bring Flip back when I get done babbling. And was there a question here? Did you have? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were with us. Sure, we'll take your question. What do they smell like?
I learned from Dr. John Stern that if you're looking for minke whales, you should smell for overcooked broccoli. But they are all different.
Because they love that. Thank you, Flip. Thank you very much, everybody.